When we're building property portfolio plans for our clients, there is a section that we go through as part of learning about them. And that section we call is self-assessment. We ask them what's their level of skill and what's their level of experience in being able to do this themselves. So we ask them to rank that between 1 and 10. 10 obviously being a complete expert and 1 being a complete novice. Now, why is this important? Well, the reality is that investing in property is a high value transaction. You know, this could make or break your financial future. So the worst thing is you don't want to make a mistake. So when we're talking about self-assessment, we're talking really about your capability and your deficiencies in being able to do this. And if you do have a lack of capability and some deficiencies in areas, and what we're talking about there is knowledge and understanding, then the best thing to do is to outsource that to someone who has a better understanding or professional value to help you. Because again, being a high value transaction, it's really important that we get this right the first time. Now, we only need to look at the ATO data where it tells us between 70 and 80% of people only buy one property. And the reason for that is usually it hasn't been the high performing investment that they've been looking for. So understand this self-assessment test. Now, in property, a lot of people think they understand bricks and mortar. They think that, well, I grew up in a property, I sort of know what it looks like, I'm surrounded by it, I visit friends' houses all the time, all property values go up at the same time and at the same value. That's not true, okay? So understanding that is going to be really important for you to be able to build your knowledge and expertise up. In other words, don't rush into it if you don't have the capability and there are still some strong deficiencies in terms of your level of knowledge. Now, again, you can fast track that by going and speaking to a qualified professional who can help you to improve your level of knowledge and education, or who is someone who has, less of those deficiencies because they've been experienced in what they've been doing over a long time. So that's the big self-assessment test. Don't think that property investment is easy or simple. It's not if you want to get the best returns possible. You need to be able to build your level of knowledge up, and if that's going to take a long time to do that, you may be better to outsource that to a professional advisor to help you on your journey.